gathering crystals.
There's a strat in this level that I noticed when watching the world record run that I haven't gone for my PB. Doesn't seem like it saved that much time, but I'm going to go for it anyway. I might lose time because of it, but it doesn't lose that much time to miss, and I've got so much time saved elsewhere, so may as well. I mean, even if I fail this trick, I have a minute and 15 to save in this hub, at least. More, really. Kind of depends on... I don't remember quite what time save I have to save in each level, but I know... Nope. I need to mess around with that strat more. Again, that probably doesn't save like a huge amount of time, but still, it'd be good to go for at some point. I know where some of my bigger time saves are. I just don't remember how much time I have to save in Warp 5. Because I know Warp 1, my biggest time save is on Rocco. Warp 2... What's in Warp 2? I don't actually know if I have much time save in Warp 2. Yeah, 9 seconds lost, that's not a big deal. Yeah, I don't think I have too much time to save in Warp 2. I mean, I obviously still have time save. I've got a bit of time save in this level, actually. Warp 3? What's in Warp 3? I don't remember if I have time save in Fahrenheit Frenzy. I might. I know Warp 4... I definitely have time save in a lot of those levels. Weathering Heights, I believe I have time save in. Droid Void, definitely. I have like a minute to save there, and I didn't even go for the best strats in my PB. Because I was doing the route there wrong. So I didn't have enough Aku Akus to go for that strat, but I've changed my route now. I have time saving Coral Canyon too, and I think Crash Droids as well. So that really just leaves Avalanche as like the only level I don't have big time save in that warp. And then I don't remember how my Warp 5 went. I think I saved a lot of time in my PB on Warp 5 because, nice. Because my Warp 5 in my previous PB was super terrible. Do I have time to save here? Yeah, it's gonna be all dependent on how the first section goes. Alright, I do have an Aku Aku from Arctic Antics, so... Okay, don't fall off. So I can damage boost here. Well, I guess not damage boost, it's just... I don't know. That was slow, but... whatever. I think I can still save time with this. Okay. Oh, I should have time to save an Eskimo roll as well. Okay, what am I doing? I need to remember where I am in the level. Yeah, that probably could have been faster. don't hit those nitros, because I have Waka Waka for those nitros. I could save more time if I didn't roll past the end, but whatever. I got a little bit of time to save here. I don't know if I have time to save in compact reactor, or compactor reactor rather. I want to say I do, but I'm not entirely sure. Dang it. Oh well. I don't think that matters too much. Yeah, I got a decent time save here. God, I wasn't supposed to go that way. Whatever. Okay. Oh yeah, I think this is really where the time save comes from, is just not losing the Sakawaka here, so I can get across this pit. Also, don't die to that crusher. I might have been able to have gone there. Okay. Not too bad. Could have been better, but still. That is one of my bigger time saves. I have a minute 15 here. My gold's not even that great. I think I know what I'm doing wrong here. And hopefully I can fix that, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I think either way, I'm still guaranteed to save a pretty big chunk of time here, but we'll see. I can easily gold this if I get it right. Again, that all depends on if I get it right. Alright. Yeah, I think I figured out phase 2 now. Yeah, this is a very good setup. Of course I miss one of the rocks, because, you know, I can never get perfect Rocco, although I guess it doesn't really matter, of course. I mean, this should still save time, because my phase 2 in this is a lot better than my gold. If I get this last rock, that'd be great. Maybe one gold. Yeah, that phase 3 was pretty slow. But still, I'm saving a ton of time here. 1:09.
Cortex! When are you and that super weapon of yours going to put an end to that interfering Bandicoot? You are beginning to test my patience!
Nice. There, I got a decent chunk to save on Seashell Shenanigans. It's really, of all the water levels, the one I'm worried about the most is H2O now. Because I have a decent H2O now in my PB, so any mistake can lose a decent chunk of time in that level. And even though Coral Canyon is the worst water level, I've got a bit of time to save there. I know that level better now than I did when I got my PB, so... yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. Okay. I always forget those nitros are there. Usually cost me an Aku Aku, but I made out with one this time. Luckily, this level's not too bad, where I really don't have to worry about checkpoints. Although, really, I don't worry about checkpoints too much in any of the water levels, except one checkpoint in the submarine section of Coral Canyon, because that part's easy to die in, because that level's just terrible. And I'd definitely lose a lot of time if you did die there, so getting that checkpoint is pretty good. But in the swimming section, I don't bother with checkpoints in Coral Canyon. But I mean, it's also more convenient to get checkpoints in the submarine section, since you can just drop a bomb on them instead of having to go out of your way to get them. No, I could have gotten that one, but whatever. Doesn't really matter, because this section's easy, so... And I have 2 masks, so there's very low chance of dying here. I just hate this red fish up here, because I don't quite know at what height he's at. I mean, it's really the random fish enemies that really get me in these water levels, because it's hard to tell where they are. Like, the mines aren't that bad when you know where they are. And I guess you could argue the same for the fish, but they're a little trickier. Guys, I have 13 seconds to save here. I think these Cocoa levels are really levels that you shouldn't have a lot of time save on, because there's really not a whole lot to the movement to them, since there's no sliding as Cocoa. I don't know why, I'm just terrible at these levels. Except Avalanche. Avalanche is easy, but this one and Tsunami, especially this one, though. Oops. Because, the thing about Tsunami and Avalanche is... I mean, Tsunami is just really short in general, and both of them end with a vehicle section, which aren't hard at all. But here I tend to die sometimes. What level after this? Okay, that's Sinking Feeling and then Coral Canyon. Usually, I wouldn't go for Aku Aku's here. There's one that is a little bit out of the way, but I think I'm gonna go for it because having extra masks for H2O would be pretty good. Because again, H2O is the one I'm most worried about. Well, okay, it depends on if I can keep these 2 Aku Akus to the end of the level, then I won't get the extra one, because there'd be no reason to. But if I happen to lose an Aku Aku before then, I'll go for that extra one. Yeah, that extra one right there. Alright, so this should save some decent time. "16 seconds? How did I have that much time to save?" I mean, that just goes to show just how bad I am. Those Cocoa levels. I'm also pretty bad at this level as well. Because you really got to make sure that you actually get the shot and you don't let go too early. Plus, enemies can just take out so much of your health very quickly. Alright. 1. 2. 3. See, I didn't shoot there. 4. 5. I'll take this. And this is the last one. So there's at least one I'm going to have to shoot twice coming up here. There's one. That's the wrong thing. Yeah, I have to shoot this one twice. Oh, it looks like this one maybe? No, there's another one somewhere. There it is. Please tell me I'll shoot this one once. Yep. Still good to save a bit of time, but I could have been faster. Whatever. Oh, I have 11 seconds to save an H2O now? Oh, I think I know what happened. It's not the first submarine part. The first submarine part went well in my PB. It's just the other part I didn't have enough masks to do the damage abuses. So that's really going to be one thing, is making sure I have enough masks here. Which I may have to take it a little slowly. There's one mine that usually gets me. So I might wait for that one before moving on. And I have to remember where all the enemies are. Because they can really... There's a nitro there. Yep. Don't get by that mine. Well, I didn't remember where the enemies were. This mine's fine. It's the other one that's like that that gets me. And those fish usually get me. Yeah, this mine usually gets me, so I'm gonna wait for it. Alright, so one section I won't be able to damage abuse, but I can do it for the other two. I should probably practice. Oh wait, I actually can do that other section if I wait for this. I don't know if that's worth it. It might just be worth it to not damage abuse instead of getting that Aku Aku, but... Ooh. Yeah, I think I was supposed to bounce on the box and then do the rest with damage abuse, but whatever. Though I do have a feeling this could save time. Despite the not that great submarine section, I feel like this section's going pretty well. I don't know though. I don't expect to save the full 10 seconds, but I think it could save some time. Yeah, 8 seconds. Not too bad. I need to see how to do phase 1. I don't think I'm doing it. Stop. Wow. Well, there goes some time. Went a little too early there. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing phase 1 optimally. You can probably make it through there. Yeah, definitely losing time here. Though, I mean, of all phases to die on, phase 2, you know, it's not going to lose as much time as if I were to die on phase 3 or 4. Though, dying on phase 4, it's not really possible. You have 14 seconds lost. That's not too bad. Again, I've got time save. Play time save anywhere. Which the Gauntlet, actually, I do have time save on. It just depends on if I don't play bad. Because I've... in recent runs, I've not been the best at the Gauntlet. I don't know why. The Gauntlet's not that hard of a level. It's just, I tend to make a lot of mistakes. Again, I don't know if I have time to save on Fahrenheit Frenzy. And then if I do on, like, Tsunami or Smoking the Bandicoot, it's probably very little. But I should have time to save on Eskimo Roll. But again, that's like with the Gauntlet, you know, as long as I don't die or anything, that's where the time save should come from. I think I'll take this mask, just because I don't really know what I need masks for at this point in the run. You gotta be kidding me. Gosh. See, the Gauntlet is cursed. I don't know why. It's not a hard level. But just something stupid like that happens every time I get a run here, and I lose time. It's like, I have time to save here. I can easily gold the split. I don't know why I went for that life. I don't need it. I'm gonna go for the checkpoint. I'll waste a little bit of time, but I'm already wasting time, and I don't want to risk wasting more time. Dang it. Alright, it's good to have masks coming up here. Why am I going up this way? That's slow. Why am I stomping there? Okay. Actually, I don't really want two masks going into Tsunami. Okay. I need to watch out for that chandelier. That's alright. That's not going to be... Having an extra mask for Tsunami is not too big of an issue. But it just would have saved time not to go for one of those extra masks. Yeah, 17 seconds. I mean, that's not going to break the run. Again, there's so much time to save in a lot of other levels, especially Droid Void. That one I have a ton of time save in. I'm already still a minute and a half ahead, so... Still. I'll just damage abuse here. That I don't get invincibility. Yeah, I did notice that I have 5 seconds to save here. I think that's from, oops. I don't know if that's a problem. I don't think so. What's levels after this? Smoking the Bandicoot. That doesn't matter, though. And then after that is... Eskimo Roll. I don't think Aqua Aquas really matter for Eskimo Roll. It might be nice to have, because... You know, the level isn't really the easiest. It's not the hardest either, but... Yeah, I think the reason I have time save, I have 5 seconds to save here, is because, in my PB, I think I got invincibility, which is a little slow. So yeah, I should be able to save a little bit of time here. I was a little slow because I missed the crystal and I got hit once, but still. Alright, 5 seconds to save here. That makes sense. I know the layout of Smoking the Bandicoot better now than I did in my PB. So it's easy to see. Where my time save is. But yeah, still haven't dropped any frames. That's a good thing I figured out what the issue was there. Yeah, I think some of my time save is actually just from not bumping into these cars a lot. Actually, once when playing this, one of the NPCs, I believe it was Entropy, he actually managed to push me in the ground and soft locked. That was pretty crazy. Because it didn't immediately kill me, it just, I couldn't move. I would not know how to recreate that. I'd love to be able to, because that's pretty cool. But, yeah, I wouldn't know how to do it. I guess I'd have some theories, but is it really worth looking into? I don't know. Maybe. It depends on, you know, if anyone else already knows how to do it. Yeah, that could have... I think that could have golded up, actually, if I didn't hit Dingo Dial at the beginning. But yeah, this level I have time save on, assuming I don't die somewhere. Because I have a better route here, and I just know the layout in general better than I did in my PB. I need to learn Warp 5. That's the only warp I haven't gotten around to, like, really learning, which, I mean, honestly, that's probably the one with the most strats in it, so... Yeah. Definitely would be good to learn Warp 5 at some point, especially, you know, see what are the strats. Because I kind of know the strats in, like Gold Rush, or is it Gold Town? I don't remember actually what the hell his name is called. Is it Gold Town or Gold Rush? I don't remember. Okay. I kind of know the strats in that, and in Crate Balls of Fire. Actually, now that I think about it, no, I don't know the strats in Crate Balls of Fire. But I need to know if there are any other strats in Medieval Madness. And I mean just any level in general. Like, it'd also be good to know if there are any other strats in like Cortex, Vortex, and whatnot. Not bad. About a 24-second gold. Pretty good. Could have been a little faster if I didn't stop at Dingo Dial, but... At that first Dingo Dial, but... You know, that was kind of what I was hoping for. Not stopping at Dingo Dial, but that kind of time save is what I was hoping for from that split. So that's nice. So my best is almost under 115. Current pace is 119, almost under that. I can definitely get under 120. So whatever my time with loads is, should be about 11 minutes under what my time with loads is. I always forget that you can't just go through that laser. It's the next section of lasers that you don't have to worry about cycles on. Which, losing a Mask of Fahrenheit Frenzy is not something I want to do. Gosh, that almost killed me. I'm pretty bad at Fahrenheit Frenzy, although I don't think I have time save here. No, I don't. Oops. Yeah, time a little under 120. Should be a little under 110 without loads. Yeah, I'm going to get this mask up here. I'm going to wait for this fire, even though that's slow. Or I think that's where you're typically supposed to use the mask. Well, you should have two masks here, honestly. And I'm going to just jump over that box because I've died to that box so many times. Why am I just sliding there? I should jump. Alright, still have a mask here. I don't know. I think you're not supposed to have any masks by the end. Oh, hey, actually save time. That shouldn't really matter, because I'm going to end up losing all my masks in Wuthering Heights anyway. Hopefully that level will go well, because I know I have time save there. I mean, Warp 4, I think, is really where the majority of my time save is. At least right now. And I need to learn Warp 5 better, because there will definitely be a ton of time save there as well. And then, for the most part after that, it's just going to be minimizing mistakes. Where all have I died in this level? I died on Arctic Antics, which wasn't too costly of a death, but still. Would have been better not to have died. I died in the Gauntlet at least once. I don't remember if I died twice. Which I really need to just practice the Gauntlet, because apparently I'm terrible at it. I died in Drain Damage, which is not something you should do. Because Drain Damage is probably the easiest boss. Okay. Although, I don't know, Atmospheric Pressure is really easy, too. And really so is Crunch Time. It's just that Drain Damage is the shortest of all of the bosses. And then Atmospheric Pressure is pretty easy. Crunch Time is pretty easy. And then this boss isn't really that hard, it's just super stressful. Because if you die, which is, you know, any mistake can kill you quite easily. And then if you die anywhere, you start the whole fight over. Which in Rocco, you should never die. Atmospheric Pressure, you should never die. You can die in Drain Damage, but that's not a super costly death because that fight is so short. And then I guess Crunch Time can be a little stressful, but that's really only with Rocco's attack, I find, at least. Because the rest are really easy to dodge. Although, I don't know exactly what versions of the game is. I know it's on GameCube. I don't know if it's on PS2, but at least on the GameCube version. Alright, I need to go to Wuthering Heights here and not Avalanche. On the GameCube version, and maybe PS2, I'm not entirely sure, you can just jump on the pipe and just none of his attacks will hit you. You can't do that on the Xbox version, but most of the attacks are super easy to dodge anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Weathering Heights is one I need to practice on, too. Because I know better strats, it's just whether I get them or not. Yeah, it's... Oh, okay, I do have a gold that's better than my PB. Oh, I need that Akamaku. I don't know if I should have risked going under that. Okay. There we go. I could save a little bit of time. I could save more time by not dying. What the heck was that? Oh my gosh. Like one of the dumbest mistakes you can do. It's just like there's these certain levels that like they're not really that hard. It's just I fail them a lot for some reason. Alright, I'm gonna wait for these cycles because don't want to die. I definitely could have gone there, but whatever. I mean, I think this can still save time though. But maybe it can't. I don't know. I mean, that death wasn't too costly, but it was still costly. Probably could have made that. I'm gonna risk it. Okay, it even golded. 14 seconds. A 7-second gold, 14 seconds saved. Yeah, I've got 30 seconds saved in Coral Canyon. So as long as nothing goes too terribly... I mean, really, I should be able to save that time if I don't die, is really the big thing. Because the death in the mine section can be... Or, mine section, submarine section, it can be pretty costly. But I know the layout of this level a little better than I did, so I shouldn't have to, like, wait for mines to drop all the time. I do kind of wish I had a mask. That'd be good. Okay, is there a mine here? No, there's not. Oh gosh. This level's so stressful. Don't know what's ahead of you, sometimes you don't know what's above you. It's just not fun. There's a mine here. I'm gonna let it drop, and then here's the checkpoint. And there's a blue guy there. Oh my gosh. Alright, that wasn't a super costly death, so... I mean, there's no mines except that mine. There's not really that many mines in that section. I shouldn't be hanging so low in that section. Oh my gosh. Definitely be better to memorize this level a bit more. I know the beginning pretty well, but... And I know the swimming section, but that's not really an issue, because that section's super easy. Except for this part. I hate this part, because... so many nitros. If you just do a triple... ah, dang it. Just triple spin like that, though, you should be fine. But losing that Aku Aku is not the best thing, because I want 2 Aku Akus for Droid Void. If I don't have it, then I'll have to go buy slower strats, and there we'll go. Well, I can't say all my time saved, because even without... even without doing better strats, I still have a ton of time to save in Droid Void. Oh. There's 2 masks. Is there a mask at the beginning of Droid Void? I kind of want to say there is. But I also don't know. Well, I guess there isn't, because if there was, then it wouldn't matter if you did what order you did the levels here, because you just get 1 mask in. Oh, there kind of is a mask at the beginning of Droid Void, but it's only useful if you don't already have 2 masks going into Droid Void. So yeah, I can't save... Oh, 30 seconds save here. So I can't save the most time I could in Droid Void, but I can still save. I still have like a minute and a half to save regardless of what strats I go at the beginning. See, I don't remember what station's the best to go for here. But I do know this level a bit better than I did before. It's not really saying much if I have to... Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. This is terrible. Or I'll go for a different station and come back to that one. Gosh, just... Okay, 1. What would be faster? Would it be faster to go to this one next? I don't know. This might still be able to save time, but it's definitely not anywhere near my gold. And 20 seconds, not bad. 3 minutes ahead. I can be about 5 minutes ahead if Droid Void goes well. I have a minute 43 to save here. Just from dumb mistakes in my PB. Unfortunately, I can't go for these strats, which might be better. I think I need to practice more on those strats. But... whatever. Okay, don't die there. Okay, see, I don't have a mask here, so I can't get hit by that guy. And even if I did have a mask and got hit by that guy, it wouldn't do me any good unless I had a second mask to get hit by a second guy. If I can at least get hit by one of these guys... Not sure how much time that would actually save. Especially if I go this way, I don't know. It is good so I can get that mask. Okay, don't double jump. Well, that wouldn't have even hurt me anyway. It's really getting past that first section that's the kind of difficult part. Oh, well, I would have liked to have that mask, but whatever. A little slow. I could have just gone through that, but didn't want to risk dying. And still, again, I have plenty of time saved, because once you get to this section's easy. It's the first section that's a little tricky. Alright, I'll take that mask. I guess there is one semi-tricky part coming up, but it's not too bad. Alright, you don't shoot this guy because you can just bounce on that dude. Also don't shoot these guys. Alright, you can just jump around them. Yeah, this part can be a little tricky. Especially because you gotta jump kind of early to bounce on that dude instead of hitting him. Which, clearly I didn't do. I jumped a little too late there, but whatever. Still saved a minute 41. 4 minutes ahead. Almost 5. The Avalanche. The one level I don't have time save in this hub. Well, do I have time save in atmospheric pressure? Maybe like a tiny bit, but not anything huge. Yeah. And then again, I have no idea about the time save in Warp 5. As long as I don't, like, die a whole ton in Warp 5, I should be fine. It should still be a pretty big PB. Definitely want sub 120 with loads, because that'll mean I get a sub 110 without loads. Oops. Wait, where? Oh. That golden? Really? What happened to my PB? How did I have 8 seconds to save there? I don't know. Yeah, I got a little bit of time to save in atmospheric pressure. Some of my best is now under 114. It's pretty cool. I'd have to get that to under 110 for my some best with load or without loads to be under an hour. Well, really, it'd have to be an hour and 42 seconds. But whatever. It's easily achievable, I think. If I learn Warp 5, that'll be you know, quite a bit of time saved there. Plus other time saving levels that I just still haven't gotten, even though that my goal doesn't have, even though I know the strats like Droid Void, Weathering Heights, the Gauntlet. I don't know if I'm probably not doing that that left hand movement very optimally. But the thing is that thing can just destroy you if you're not careful. So I guess I overcompensate a bit and it'd be a little too careful when I don't have to be, but whatever. See, ideally you would go around... Whoops. If you get hit by it, that can just take so much health away. But ideally, what you'd want to do is circle around his hand to where you don't get hit by the laser, but you're still constantly attacking him. But again, that's a bit more dangerous. Well, if I learn how to do it really well, it wouldn't be too hard. Oh, okay, his head is done. That looks like it should save time. Yep, 3 seconds. Not too bad. I can definitely gold that if I can hit his hand better, but whatever. Alright, no time saving crash and burn, though. Of all of these levels. Oh yeah, there's no cutscene in between Warp 4 and 5. I don't know why. Kind of weird. But yeah, of all of these levels, crash and burn is definitely the easiest. And there's not a whole lot going on, unless there are some strats that I just don't know. That's about done charging. Well, yeah, I guess one thing that I'm curious about is how do other runners deal with this thing? Like, when do they jump off? You can jump off earlier than I did, especially if you use a triple spin, but is that optimal? Also, is it optimal to get that mask, or would it be better? Okay. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, because I don't have that mask anymore. And I died! Well, that definitely means I'm losing time here. I don't often die in Crash and Burn, but whatever. Should have double jumped, but whatever. I don't know when the best time to jump for that platform is. I guess I'll wait for this mask. I don't know if it's useful or not. Oh yeah, it is useful, so you don't have to wait for this rock. Or I could just go all the way backwards. Yeah, really, my big question is, I mean, I probably have some time save in, Medieval Madness. I don't know about Gold Rush. I would think not, but maybe, actually. I just don't know if I have any time save in Crate Balls of Fire or Cortex Vortex. Because I remember those were some of my big time saves for this current PB. 12 seconds. Doesn't really matter, though. So on 1:16 pace. Oh, it looks like I only have like 13 seconds to save in the rest of the run, at least compared to my golds. Though I think I can save time on Gold Rush. Alright, it's Gold Rush, not Gold Town. Yeah, so I would assume that time save is from Medieval Madness, if anything. Because I'm pretty sure I would have golded Crate Balls of Fire and Cortex Vortex in my PB, since in my first run those were so bad. Okay. I guess you have to jump earlier there instead of, or slide earlier there instead of later like I did. I don't think it matters too much though. I do know you can do these parts without having to climb at all. Especially that one probably be a bit easier than some of the other ones, but I didn't learn them that well, so I think I'd rather not throw away my over 4.5 minute lead to trying to go for these. I should definitely learn them at some point, but now's not the time to go for them. Besides, I do think I can still gold this because of the skips at the end of the level. I know those. I just won't even go for that Aku Aku. I just end up losing an Aku Aku to get it. Almost got by that TNT. Whatever. There's an Aku Aku up here, I think, right? Yep. Don't get by those nitros. Oh yeah, you can't skip this part. Whatever. I couldn't quite think of how you do that. But I remembered. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? What the heck? Am I not holding perfectly straight? Come on. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna lose so much time here now. In a place where I had time to save. Oh my gosh. You gotta be kidding me. Make sure I'm going to get the crystal. Gosh. 40 seconds lost. That was stupid. I mean, I'm still 4 minutes ahead. It'll be dicey. This will be a sub 117 though. I'd have to not make any mistakes and gold something, which Medieval Madness might be a candidate for that. But this is the only other level I have time save in. So I was right. I have no time save in Crate Balls of Fire or Cortex Vortex, but I might have time save in those, depending on how well my gold is. I don't, or how good my gold is, I guess, rather. I don't actually know. Okay, don't die at the start of this level, please. I think that's honestly where my time save is. I think I died at the beginning of this level. And I think somewhere in the middle, too. I don't quite remember, though. Yeah, I'm still mad about that gold rush. That was stupid. I don't think you grabbed a checkpoint before there. Great. It's gonna be one of those runs. I mean, this is always how runs have gone for me. Just whenever I make a big mistake, then it just keeps going, and I don't stop making mistakes. So I guess it's better than making huge mistakes early on, but still, it would have been better just to have not made the mistakes. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a level I need to learn better. I don't think what I'm doing is optimal. Especially not with dying twice, but you know, other than dying twice. It would also be good if I learned this well enough not to have to get that checkpoint. Oh my gosh. Why? Oh, this is so bad. Yeah, I definitely don't think I'm running this until I learn Warp 5 better, or running this again until I learn Warp 5 better, because this is just unacceptable. I really don't care for this run now. This is pretty terrible. Okay, I'm supposed to go down here. And then the crystal's up here. We had 3 deaths in this level. Obviously losing time, because I think I had 1 death in this level on my PB, but that was only 1 death. 23 seconds lost. Could have been worse, but I mean, still 341 ahead. But that can go away quickly in Great Balls of Fire. Cortex Vortex, I guess there's a little bit that can go wrong there, but this is really the level that makes me the most nervous. For one part particularly, once we, again, like Droid Void, once we get in the robot, it's smooth sailing from there. It's this opening that gets me. And really what I think the thing is, it's not necessarily because, I don't know where it's optimal to take damage here. Should I have taken damage there and just ran across here? I do have a mask. Okay. Let's not die anywhere. At this point, in a run like this, where I'm screwing up a lot at the end, you know, I want to play it a bit safely. Because I don't want to mess up the run any more than I already have. But I don't want to play it too safe where I'm going to lose time because I went too slow. Especially if you play safe and still end up dying. That's the worst. But yeah, what really gets me about this beginning in Alright, I guess I'm invincible now. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. What really gets me about the beginning of Great Balls of Fire is you go through to... Oh, I usually have invincibility there, so never mind. What gets me about the beginning of this level is there's two climbing sections, both of which are really slow, though I probably could have skipped the first one. But so there's two climbing sections which are pretty slow, and if you die, you have to restart both of those. Which I guess it's kind of the same in Droid Void, and I think they're even kind of longer in Droid Void, but I don't know, the part after the climbing is harder in this level than it is in Droid Void. So yeah, it can be very punishing to die early on in this level, but once you get to where you're in the robot, it's not bad at all. Unless if you die, which I almost did there. Okay. Guess it's one thing I need to work on is knowing what's ahead there. If I had made a good cycle, that wouldn't have mattered. But now that it's on a bad cycle, I need to get rid of these bombs first. Which I don't know. How would you even tell what kind of cycle they're on to know if you have to get rid of the bombs first or not? I think this is going to lose time because I don't think I died here on my PB. But, it shouldn't lose too much time because those deaths weren't too bad. Yeah, losing 20 seconds. Could have been less if I'd only died once. But yeah, like, I've lost time every level in this warp. Cortex Vortex is the only level left that I can really save time on it. If I lose time on crunch time, I swear that'll be the worst, because that's one level you should never lose time in. Well, I mean, not necessarily lose time. You can do it a bit slowly, but you should never die in crunch time. If I die there, I'm going to be pissed. Yeah, not even on 117 pace anymore. I'm on 118 pace. That is... okay. Kind of like Droid Void and Great Balls of Fire. I'm going to wait for this cycle. Don't want to risk that. But like with some of the other levels, once you get past this opening, then the level's not too bad. But this part can be a little tricky. Especially when I play stupid like that. Why? Oh my gosh. Yeah, see, this is a very punishing level to die early on, because you have to start so much of it over. And of course, in this terrible run, that'd be exactly where I die. I just gotta remember, you don't slide jump here, because that gives you too much height. You just normal jump, so you don't get hit by the electricity. If I can remember that, I'll be fine. Of course, that guy wouldn't die, so... yeah, has there even been a checkpoint yet? No, this is the first checkpoint in the level, I think. That's very punishing if you die anywhere before then. Okay, I guess I'll wait that out. Okay. Dang it. A stupid invisible ceiling. That doesn't usually get me like that, but... Aquacultures don't really matter at this part, though. There's one over here, and you... there's a place where you can get 3 super easily. And plus, it doesn't really matter how many Aquacultures you have by the end of this level, because you don't get Aquacultures in boss fights anyway. So really, Aquacultures in this level are only useful for not dying Gotta remember to grab the crystal. Since crystals aren't transparent, it's really easy, or they're not transparent on the GameCube version of this game. It's hard to miss that crystal, but on the Xbox version, since they're transparent, I've done this level sometimes and just completely don't even see the crystal. It's only in this level though. Yeah, another 20 seconds lost there. But alright. Crunch time.
Congratulations.
Okay, move, Crash. This should be the last attack he does. Yep. Alright, almost died there, but oh well. There's gonna be a 118, mid 118, so about a 107 without loads. Golded that somehow. I don't know. I guess it was that final hit that really made the big difference there. But yeah. 118-17, so that's about a 107 without loads. Could have been a 116 had I not screwed up Warp 5 so much. Oh, that's like 13 seconds in Crash and Burn, 40 seconds in Gold Rush, 20 seconds in Medieval Madness, 20 seconds in Great Balls of Fire, and 20 seconds in Cortex Vortex. It's just stupid. Oh, I can't believe I did that. It was all downhill after Gold Rush. Okay, Crash and... I guess technically it was all downhill after Atmospheric Pressure, because I did lose time in Crash and Burn, but it really started after Gold Rush. Because those two deaths were just stupid. Oh my gosh.